So I just did something weird. I just sold, well, not sold, not yet anyway. I just made my first ever NFT. And right now, I don't even really know what NFTs are. I'm a designer. I'm a bit of a tech head. I don't really understand what NFTs are, but I made one. And this video and this explains why I chose to do it. Am I going to put some music in here? I kind of have this discussion every time I make one of these videos. So as I said, I've just made my first ever NFT and it looks something like this. So I've put that on Rarible.com because I've been trying to get access to foundation.app. I can't get an account, love for money, so I don't have one of them. So I went over to Rarible and I made an account on there and I've put up my I Love NFT, which is a pastiche of the I Love NY logo on there. And I've just set it up as a bid. There's no lower limit on it. I just want to see if people buy it. I don't think they will, but that's another conversation for another time. This thing here is just to talk about how I just made my first NFT. And so I probably should mention what is an NFT. An NFT, it actually stands for non-fungible token. And that's about as far as my technical understanding goes in terms of NFTs. An NFT is essentially a digital collector's item, and these have got really, really popular over these last couple of weeks. Probably over these last couple of months, in fact, but they seem to really have come into my life specifically over these last couple of weeks. So they're digital collector's items, and they could be a video, they could be basically any digital file, but a lot of them are images or animations or things like that. So people are essentially buying one-off JPEGs, which on the surface of it is obviously ridiculous. You make a JPEG, it isn't a one-off JPEG. That's impossible. Once you've made the JPEG is on my desktop, as well as on the blockchain, as well as on Twitter right now, because I put an image on there to advertise the NFT, and yeah, it's complicated. So an NFT is basically a digital collector's item. And as I said, that's as much as I understand them. Why did I make the NFT in the first place? Why did I make my first digital collector's item? Well, this is what's quite interesting. A lot of people around me right now, a lot of designers, a lot of creators, a lot of creatives, they're making NFTs. And what I find really interesting about this is that, for one, having NFTs kind of legitimizes you as a creator. That's the way that I'm seeing it. Even somebody like Jack Butcher, who's made hundreds of thousands of dollars at this point on NFTs, still has unsold NFTs on his account. And I think this it legitimizes the idea that you have NFTs. So I don't think it's important as a creative to sell the NFTs, but I do think it legitimizes you in some way by having ones to buy. So the first reason really was for me to kind of legitimize myself. That's why I jumped on board. The second thing is that I like new things. I am one of those people who is one of the first people to jump on board of kind of anything that really comes around. I saw NFTs, I thought they were cool, I made one, and that's to the point where I'm making this video now. I don't know if they're going to be something permanent, if they're going to stay around. I honestly don't know how I feel about them at the minute. Kind of philosophically, there's a lot of things behind NFTs and the blockchain and Bitcoin in general. It's far from carbon neutral. It's burning through the Earth's resources to make all these kind of digital files. It isn't a one-off thing because the one-off thing can be on many people's computers. So I've got all these kind of ethical and other things running through my head when I'm making them, but I'm trying not to think about them too much. The other side of it is that NFTs could just be a gigantic Ponzi scheme. They might turn into nothing for anybody, but it takes me no effort to make a one-off image. I make one-off images every single day. I make designs on Twitter every single day. So for me to make one and give that to somebody permanently, that's no effort for me. And that's what really excites me about NFTs. That's what excites me the most. That NFTs might finally be a way for creatives to get paid what they're worth. And what I mean by that is that this might finally be a time for designers and videographers and photographers and all these kind of people that make money in a really hard way, basically selling their time for their expertise. This might finally be the way that those kind of creatives can take back their time and make something amazing and then pass it on to somebody in a one-off transaction and keep making those things every day or every week or whatever. That is what really excites me about NFTs. I don't know if that's going to end up being what NFTs are. At the minute, I know as much as you about NFTs. In fact, you probably know more than me about NFTs. I've just made my first one. I don't know anything about them. But I do think they're really exciting for creatives. And I think they're a really exciting new income stream for the way that creatives are going to be able to make money. Yeah, I think that's what's exciting. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see any more of these kind of videos, I'm going to be doing these kind of vloggy thingies on my YouTube channel quite often now. They're also going out on my podcast. So this video here will be on my podcast in this form as well. And I just want to sit down and talk about some things that's going on in my life. I'll be doing them every couple of days. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to go over any other topics or whatever. And until next time, see you soon.